Alright, this is a new episode of Tezalovic in which we're going to go on a crusade. But this isn't for Jerusalem because we already did that, in which Jerusalem is doing well for itself as it's led by my father, Bogisha, the Wise. But however, due to agnatic-cognatic rules, he's managed to have a son of his who is also my half-brother, Bukmir of Jerusalem. So he's now the heir to Jerusalem, not to me, unfortunately. So I guess Jerusalem will maintain its independence and its pretty important role in both the Holy Land and in northern Egypt, in the Nile Delta area. Although he did lose to the Egyptians, which they still managed to maintain their independence. But they will be part of this Crusade for Sicily, which I would call the Sicilian Crusade, which the recipient is Andronikos of Sicily. It's because he has a strong claim for Sicily, which that title no longer exists. It was conquered in the war, and 1 week later, he destroyed the title, thinking, well, he doesn't need it. Yeah, ever since Romanos I, we used to be allies with Sicily, but it's gone now. But there's a lot of claimants out there, and only 2 Catholic claimants, Andronikos and Zenon. These are the only 2 Catholics. And before I tell you all these recipients, mind you, even though this is under Zaghouan control, despite the sheikhs and emirs that you hear, although there's actually one that I think it may have been through Guardian conversion of culture and faith, the majority of their vassals are still Greek and Orthodox. So when those Crusaders come down to Sicily, they will not face much resistance. But when I looked at all of it, the only resistance that they'll face from the Greeks themselves is just their retinue. They are not willing to, that's my theory, not willing to raise up their troops in defending themselves. I think they would be more than happy to be liberated, honestly, just in these areas. Whereas down in northern Africa, all the way up to Hispania, these are more hostile. And I've made a decision of this Sicilian Crusade that I will not send my troops to the de jure part of Sicily. The main reason for it is that all these participants here, besides the Bosnian Empire, Bulgaria will be there. Although there's a lot of counties and duchies that'll be there too. Don't count them out. Just like to point out the big players. Pomerania will be there. Germany. The Holy Roman Empire even. Romania. Carinthia. Poland. A vassal. Schomberg, Bavaria. Tributary state. The Grand Master of the Knights Templar will be there. The leader of the Sardinian and Corsican revolt, which we were allied with during that previous major war against the Holy Roman Empire, the Great Conquest of France. The Grand Mayor of Amalfi will be there too. And Sardinia, if they can get their little problems sorted out, then hopefully they'll come down and contribute. And yes, my father, the King of Jerusalem, will be there too. And all the other little vassals of the Prince of Bishoprics. Now, on the other side, of course, we're dealing with the Caliph and Badshah of Hispania, the Shia Caliphate. And this, remember, all these guys here, they're all Shia Muslims. Most Bedouin, some Berber, and yes, that even includes the Walis out there. That's Lord Mayor. All Shia. Shia, Shia, Shia. The only thing that are excluded are heresies. And here's another reason why I do not want to go down to Sicily and take the North African route. That's where we're going to go. Because this area here is mainly Sunni and Sikri territory. Yes, they're vassals, but they're not going to be a part of the defense of their country other than having their own troops mainly for self-defense. especially by this Emir of Sirt, which still has the retinue and event spawn troops. They're Sunnis and Sigris, so they will not fight for their liege other than, well, they'll defend their own land. Once we come down there, which we expect, at least in my opinion, just little resistance. So you just start from Tobruk and work your way over there, while the rest of the Crusaders will duke it all out in Sicily. That's why I don't want to send my troops there. Everyone's going to be there. It'll be a stampede. Supply limits is going to be a bit of a problem, even though it is temperate climate. Except this one area that can have mild winter. And who's going to go grab Malta? That's part of Sicily as well. That's why I've decided we will either land in Tobruk and El Alamein, but this is what the Spy Master is for. We build a spy network, which we use it as reconnaissance. As Sonosti, the county. We don't see anything right now. No retinue. Oh, there it is. That's the event spawn troops. Huh. Like who could we run into? So they don't own Tobruk, because it's ran by the Emir of Sinarinka, which his capital is in Tobruk itself. Again, he will raise no troops at us, so I think it would make sense to... Oh, and also they have an ongoing war, do they? Oh, vassalization war, which they will wrap it up soon, just in time for their defense of their country. So I guess Tobruk is going to be the landing site for our first troops, which I already have in mind. We're going to send our retinue first before we've set the army. And I know it's going to begin in about a month, so let's get a head start. To Zaghouan. And remember, I'm not married yet, but I will get married after the Crusade is over. And let me introduce you to some of the, well, all the commanders we have. Besides me, I have the cavalry leadership trait, in case you saw it briefly. Duke Radenko of Crane, aggressive leader and battlefield terrain master. Boric, the defender. My sister and heir apprentice. She's aggressive. Divna Rajkovic, which I found out they're totally not related at all. They're kinswoman. They're of the same kin, just not closely related. Radislava, one of the newest recruits that the Marshal found. She's a siege leader, which will be useful. Another defender of this man from France. Ermenberg, although it's him and Ermenberg. And I think Radenko was there. These are the previous commanders that fought alongside with us during the Great Conquest War. Ermenberg's an organizer, which we'll put it on a retinue. We're going to use it like, if you remember the North African campaign of the Second World War, the Western Desert campaign in particular, there was the long-range desert group. And until our main body of troops arrive, this retinue here will be our LRDG, long-range desert group. And finally, my friend Batalo. We first met during the coronation ceremony, and he pledges his sword to me. And he thought he was going to get into a little bit of a romantic relationship, but I said, no, let's just be friends. He may not have a leadership trait, and he's a misguided warrior, but he's brave, so he must prove himself to be a good Bosnian knight that he is. Well, we're already sending our ships out to pick up the retinue, and we'll get the rest of them. So the Crusade will be ready for a month. We raised our troops on June 1st. I just got to memorize how long will it take to... oh, I'm still swaying him. Got to keep up with relations to your vassals at this time. split off the retinue. Is that the retinue? No, this is the retinue. Correct. Okay. This retinue will be led by Ermenberg. Then, Divna will take this flank. Although I would lead, but now don't pressure me yet. I'm thinking Yelena, since she's aggressive. But if we go to Tobruk unopposed, hopefully, then maybe we'll send out, although highly unlikely due to higher fortifications. So as for Yelena, put on this Bosnian Crusader armor. You don't have any artifacts, so I'm giving you 3 artifacts. For your own protection. And also, would you like to invite to stargazing? Because you're my apprentice and all. So, 1 month before the Crusade, let's try to stargaze together before you all go to the front. So, set sail to the coast of Egypt. And as they set sail, get the rest of the ships over here. As troops from all corners of the empire yeah, get over here too. I forgot about that little enclave from way over there. Too late, they already moved out. Plus the capital's in Italy. Okay. So, let's get going. Oh yeah, these damn raiders in the way. That tends to happen every time we bring our armies down here. And also of the Shia participants that I have noticed. My sister. Where is that in this line of succession? Second in line. Okay. Serbia will have it. Yeah, just one more check before we speed it up a little. One thing I noticed of the Shia participants, the Grand Master of the Fedayeen will be there. And if you're not familiar, Fedayeen's been around since 1089. Hassan Nakrul was the first Grand Master. Let me tell you, this is the Shia Holy Order that is from the Assassins. Not necessarily the Assassins Society, but apparently did assassinate somebody. And this current one, well, he hasn't killed anybody. And that's why I decided, hey, let's antagonize him. Get him to fight me. That's right. Get the headmaster of the Fedayeen to fight me during this crusade. Did you get that artifact yet? No? Alright. We're going to be stargazing together, even though you're out there. Okay, you got your Crusader armor. Now I'm going to give you the Sword from Heaven, which will up your personal combat skill even more. Again, I don't want you to get killed in the front line. I'm being protective of you, sister. You are the heir to the Empire, as we're both unmarried. Not yet married. But we'll be married after the Crusade. Yeah, the defensive pact will be disbanded soon, as everyone's going to get into the Crusade these days. What are they for? Oh, that's nothing. No concern. Okay, we only got 1 week before it begins. It'll be the 4th of July. hostilities will begin as soon as it lands. But he's still gathering around. And don't forget about this one thing from far away. As if we were going to really wait for them. So yeah, this will be just for reconnaissance, this whole area. That's going to be our front line mainly. We're doing this from past experience from the Magnificent Seven of Bosnia 2 centuries ago. As I woke up this morning, my hands and feet were bleeding. There was a sharp pain in my side. What is happening to me? It is the stigmata. I'm blessed by God. I have to be zealous. I mean, I'm a virtuous person. And knowing what we're about to get into, it would be every right to be zealous about it. Good timing. Okay, out of Sword Heaven, and one more artifact to give you. And this is just for prestige reasons. Just want to make it look good. The retinue shall land in Tobruk. It doesn't say when do we land, but we're gonna land, and hostilities is about to begin. Here we go. Empress Katerina II of Bosnia has accepted a call to arms from Pope Leo III, opposing Caliph Ubayd. Due to having pledged to join the Crusade, Empress Katerina of Bosnia had no other choice. Well, I was just ready for it. So Leo III, intrigue focus. And he's already hired the Holy Orders to assist him. Or the Papal Guards. Yeah, he's hired the Papal Guards. The Crusade for Sicily. In a grand announcement, the Pope declares a crusade for Sicily. Once part of the core Christian lands, the lords from all across the world gathers to fight for in a grand war once more. The Sicilian lands had long been under the tyrannic rule of the Mohammedan infidel Caliph Ubayd, but with the upcoming Christian onslaught, it is only a matter of time before he will fall. God will grant remission of sin to everyone partaking in the righteous war. The Crusade for Sicily begins. And it is what's going to be. It's the Sicilian Crusade up here, and Bosnia's North African campaign begins. Despot! That means God wills it, in case if you don't know Latin. Oh, okay, they were able to vassalize that area. Which, again, these guys are secret, so they will not raise their troops. So, at least that's what I'm led to believe. There's nobody opposing us in Tobruk right now. But they've already raised their troops. These are the main Zaghouan troops. And this is that one retinue there. That will just stand guard. That's for self-defense forces, as we would just simply call them. Army is not quite ready. Have to lock this. But the question is, again, claimant, this guy here. We're going to give him Sicily once this is all over. Look at this. Unlike the Crusade for Jerusalem, this is going to be a pretty bloody conflict, especially up in Sicily, but we're going to take the scenic route starting in Tobruk. Alright, we've already landed. Oh, we are sieging it all. Okay, where's Radislava? The red-headed one, yes. She had red hair before she put on the helmet. She's the one who's the siege leader. We gotta get this place, and we're gonna do something that We don't usually do, but it's necessary for expeditionary wars such as these. Just build a fort. And the ships will return to Zaghouan to pick up this rest of body of troops. And again, my spy master, the mayor of Garajde. Army of Captain Abdullah. Captain Abdullah. Shit. He lives in the same county as the Grand Master. How long do we have? I guess we're going to be fighting those guys first. So, siege of Tobruk is ongoing. I guess they have full fortifications. Yeah. An excellent paper on hieroglyphic translation. It explores the hidden meaning in these ancient texts. New insight of theology. Actually, I want to be more towards scholar. Astrology. It seems that more important matters have been brought to me. I will cancel the invitation I sent to Princess Yelena. The night of studies and stargazing will have to wait. Another time, perhaps. Right. It's because of the Crusade. Sheikh Talib. He's in that army. Yes, that's him. The disfigured one. Again, Tobruk is desert. Benghazi is plains. We want to have a landing site for the troops. Benghazi is the place, not Tobruk. Chose Tobruk because... Oh, there's some of their troops, and they're going to run into Jerusalemite forces. Yes, we can speed up a little. And for once, you guys are using naval ships to get around. Fort of Tobruk has been built, which of course you can't prove anything with that, but there are mods out there, but this is without mods, this whole series. So this fort is just for, one would think, logistical reasons, but it's for, you know. You're the most disgraceful Shahzada. Yep, let's anger the Grand Master. What you may never know, he's a member of the Assassins as well. Okay, they turned back. We had a fight in Imotski. What the? Is your liege the clip? Yeah. There's some Christians, Orthodox, who pay their jizya tax to him. Yeah, they're fighting. So, based on what we know, it seems it takes about, again, it started in July. It takes 3 to 4 months to fully assemble an army over here. Split these up. Okay. know what? Bring this guy over here. He needs to prove himself. Huh. So, first army group will set sail to Benghazi. As soon as you take Tobruk, we want you to go to, go raid them over there. One would think Tobruk is like our base of operations. But no, we're just trying to use them to draw the enemies over here. There's enough supply for all of us. So land here. How fast can you get? Okay, there's enough for all of us. How long does it take for you to get through here? Yeah, I'm just trying to count the days. You know what? Go up to them and fight them. And Yelena will be there. Boris Tezalovic. Hey, he was the king of Bohemia. Wait a minute. Wasn't he that guy that took the head? He's the one that died of the flu. Yeah. What the hell? He's the guy that took the head of Katerina the First. You decide to beatify him? What kind of pope are you? Well, he's a nice pope, so he believed. It's just, he has no sins. He did no wrong. It's just he had issues. And oh well. Blessed be his name, and as a family member. Well, actually get Radislav over here. Sage Benghazi and build a fort here as well. Working in my observatory, lately I'm often been frustrated by broken equipment, weeks on end of cloudy weather, and frequent interruptions by curious intruders and even animals. It's very hard to maintain concentration and get anything done. I must persist. The truth is out there. Also, go pick up the rest. What the hell are you doing? See, look at it. Everybody's in Sicily. This is the reason why I chose not to be up there. It's going down there. Well, we're just going to cruise on through the coastal area, which is like the Libyan coastal highway. Again, these are event spawn troops and retinue. That's their whole force. Our first battle, and some would think it's raid. Up the sky, alright. As I said, sister, don't get killed or hurt. Well, these are diseased areas. Smallpox. I think it's safe to say just go no further than that. Because smallpox is bad. You know, go back to Rook and finish the job. I don't know why you're attached to me. Get away. What do you mean I'm not there? Or this other big body of troops? Over there. We'll just occupy the entire Western Desert. Don't know why you bypassed Benghazi and you took that area. So far, so good. What is wealth compared to knowledge? Yeah, drive them into that smallpox area. Oh, an idea. Tyranny War. And who's your liege again? Oh, excuse me. Just wondering who's that again? Oh, look! I'm about to run into them. When I joined the Crusade for Sicily, I never expected the loneliness and longing for home. My men look up to me, and so I've continued the facade that everything is alright as we move ever closer to our goal. Come on. What's worse, stressed or depressed? God will guide me through these hardships. Now I'm depressed, which I'll get it over. And again, the Crusade for Sicily was my idea. They originally wanted to do Thrace, but clearly, most of the armies are up there. You know, they're going to try to go the long way round, which that isn't going to work out for them. And all the occupations, most of which in as we travel through Benghazi, we come across a festival to ancient gods still celebrated by the local populace. It reminds me of some of the harvest festivals at home. I could get rid of depressed, but I would lose zealous. Get rid of depressed and become possessed. What on earth? Okay, for once let us take part in these festivities. I'm no longer zealous, but I'm still depressed. Must be the world's easiest crusade. I mean, you have overwhelming numbers. And it's about to be over. Matter of fact, how long has it been? Can't we do it under a year? It's a record. Oh, the Pope. I've been told you're pursuing studies in the fields that deny the truth of the Blessed Virgin. I'm certain that such rumors are only slander and that you would never do such a thing. If it were true, however, I would be most disappointed. Okay, I guess I'm not brave yet, but for about 2 years, so I'll just say the Pope should stay out of my business. We did it under a year. Also, I did not pay attention. Did we contribute the most? Victorious Crusaders. God has granted Empress Katerina of Bosnia victory in the Crusade for Sicily. Our clay Fulviad has been at every turn through the war. He had to finally give up his holdings in Sicily. Empress Katerina II granted the new lands of Sicily to Andronikos Chrysostomos. Our Pope made an announcement about the victory and the virtues of the Crusaders as true faithful protectors of the faith. While Muslims are being pushed out of their old lands, there are certainly more conflicts to come. Yeah, we have to bring our boys home now. One would say it's a farce, but don't worry. I'll fight against them again. For the control of Zaghouan. So, you got your land back. Even though the previous one was some guy named Georgios. Different... Oh yeah, the old dynasty used to hold that. And now you are the protector. You are the Crusader King. While I'm, just like Katerina I, I am the Sword of the Blessed Virgin. Very long nickname. Still got that Crusader blood in me. But I'm still depressed, but maybe once I rank up I'll try to get a little potion going on. Yeah, you may want to hurry up and get those troops home, because of supply limit reasons. And sooner or later we'll fight against the Zaghouans again. For Zaghouan. As an eventual setup to the Great Conquest at the Benghazi. It's much more supplied here. Some Basque woman this time. It was the world's easiest crusade because we overwhelmed them at a neighboring area instead of a land far away. Yeah, let's do an amphibious landing. And Bato can come with us. My careful observations of Jupiter has allowed me to conclude that the old projections of planets have across the sky have been flawed. With precise adjustments, I can present a corrective pattern. This will lead me closer to the truth behind the mysteries of the world. I completed the mission, but I'm already patient. Have been patient. Too bad we can't banish him. But I guess we'll take whatever gold. That's because... I guess he's from Lithuania. So what's the papacy doing? Oh! We just brought Sicily and now you're fighting, but it's strictly for territory. Oh, wait. He wants, where is it? This area here. I see. Hey, look at you. You're wearing the war crown of the papacy. And he's got a Crusader sword and a nailed the true cross. These are the gifts he got. Interesting. You don't see every day to see a Greek wear that instead of the traditional Greek war helmet. Not talking about the Corinthian helmet. Talking about the Byzantine ones. Good at intrigue. Guess we can replace the mayor with you. Yeah, why not Tezalovic? As I said, we'll fight them again soon. Which, this time I don't think that war will take place in North Africa. If we wanted, Drakion, you gotta take these two areas, while they're gonna take the long way around over here. And taking a few enclaves out of us. You know, that sort of thing. And yeah, I'm still antagonizing them for the sake of antagonizing. Reading the African scripture. Oh, the old African faith is probably what you're thinking. And he's arbitrary. I guess we'll throw him in the dungeon. It's not often that you see all that. And do not forget, after winning that crusade, you got a huge amount of money again. And as well as prestige and piety. There, you're all home now. Stay in Zaghouan. What are you? Marital problems. And I guess you fought somebody in a duel recently. Who's your rival? Just some bishop. Thinking about what to do with that money. Oh, yes. Guess we can do those. All the chapels. Ooh, we spent a lot of money. Oh yeah, I forgot to repay those. Another thing you can do. Anything else? I mean, it's Imperial Administration. You got a lot of vassals, so up the centralization a bit. There. And the domain size is 10. Which one would think, will I ever hold another county? Or more baronies, which of course no doubt make me a lot more money. Oh, I guess it's payback time. He wants it back. I'll be glad to assist you. Taking advantage. Yep. You thought that's all over, huh? You thought you can go home and relax and fan up your coffers and get married? Well then, that's gonna have to wait. It's a Shia jihad this time. Well, let's do it all over again. And I hope there'll be more vassals. I mean, I think the papacy, Romania, Sardinia, Holy Roman Empire are more than willing to join them because they're neighbors, close to Kingdom of Sicily. And it's only a matter of time before more will join. But we'll be there. We'll support you. And if this guy dies of the pox, got a mild treatment, then I guess maybe the Byzantine will intervene as well. Everybody who has interest in Sicily will intervene. Alright, same strategy. We go down to North Africa to try to draw their armies out this way since they wanted to be in the defense instead of the offense. Much like they try to do against the Holy Roman Empire when we used to pay tribute to them 2 centuries ago. So we could say that crusade for Sicily was like a blitzkrieg, and this is a result of that. So apparently the better place is in Benghazi for supply reasons, not Tobruk. Benghazi is the place to be for supplies because it's plains territory. And of course, get all these ships out again. So, right, off we go. Is there anyone else joining? I mean, it's just us Bosnians. And I don't know about you, but you need to stop that war. And the Pope needs to stop that war. Declare white peace. Don't you know there's a jihad going on? You are distracted. That's what the Shia Muslims want you to do. They may not have the strength that they've had, but they could catch you off guard. The uninitiated. Look, you're fighting each other. Stop it. This is madness. I mean, it's too bad this ain't, you know, stuff that they would do in modern politics where I would like to propose on to be the moderator of something of the peace treaty between the papacy and Sicily. But no, this is all about territory. And you're gonna get killed for this. Get Bratislava, siege leader, so they can take Benghazi. Oh, watch out. Yeah, that's a little revolt war, so they're chasing them. So, fleets are distracted, so make a landing, build a fort. Huh, a wali named Sinbad. I didn't know Sinbad is a Berber name. I mean, I'm sure some of you people know or are familiar with the Sinbad story and whatnot. I was looking. Should we get him? Yeah, sure. Vato can come with me. This man still needs to prove himself. Oh, I almost forgot. they gave me that Crusader armor for that participation in that crusade, but I was thinking, should I give it to my father? No, he already has armor of his own. Yelena already has the Crusader armor. And I know about some of the people I tend to trust. They're still out there. I know you're one for cavalry. I'll give you the Crusader armor. Because you're going to be amongst the first to fight. Can't give you a weapon. I ain't got one with me. While my book is coming along, I still feel there's something missing from its pages. We do have more records, my lady. Details of the Tezalovic. I'd say, but I had to spend some time digging out in the graveyard. Master describe it for me. Grave digging. This is quality 4. Should I risk getting a flu? Especially someone this young at age? And being called a sword of the Blessed Virgin? But I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. Let's do it. I'll take a risk of getting sick. Oh, there it is. Vomiting. You think it's the flu? By the way, you're still around? How old are you? 77. Wow. Good symptom treatment. There. I give you the Crusader armor. Oh, gee. Glad I'm not against them. And that disease of smallpox is ending, and now there's measles out there. Reunite with the fleet. Oh, and build a fort while you're at it. Yep, getting sick. Oh, I didn't know you guys have that many troops. Guess we'll assist you, and then we're gonna come back to Zaghouan. Shouldn't be out fighting while sick like that. Build a laboratory. Can I do that during a time of war? Yes, I can. You've got the money. Build it. Truly useful laboratory could take both time and money to assemble. Without an office dedicated to alchemy, I doubt I'll be able to unveil the deeper secrets of the world. For science. It's one of my sisters. Shit! Because I noticed the land combat. I'm like, land combat? Where's Orion? Oh my god, it's in Benghazi. That's what I just realized. Let's build an efficient and accessible office for research. Oh my goodness. Yelena's out there. No. She ain't there. The others. We should have taken Tezalovic. Oh, my retinue just took a pounding. Yeah, go all the way to Alexandria. I guess you're gonna have to stay in El Alamein. Just like where it was, so now they're gonna take that fort. Well, that was some bad oversight on my part. That's my bad. Hope none of you got hurt. Or killed. Oh yeah, none of them look like they've gotten into a fight or duel. But hey, you got cavalry leader out of this. Yeah, no one's been injured. But the organizer got cavalry leader. Which is good, because this is exactly where we wanted in a retinue. Now I have the flu. Just normal. Plus I'm depressed. which I need to get over one day. Still more troops coming to Zaghouan. Again, spend all that money to the highest quality stuff. As long as you know what you're doing, don't take a big risk. I lowered my hand. Okay, Koyeva lowered her hand into the bucket and she brought it to the chambers. When she pulled out again, a little fish was wriggling between her fingers. Open wide, she prompted me and dropped it in my mouth. I struggled not to retch as it tickled the back of my throat. I actually feel better. I'm sure I'll be better. Yeah, these guys are still out there because of that tyranny war. By the way, has anyone else joined in? Oh, good. The Holy Roman Empire is going against them for Castile, so now they got themselves preoccupied. Not only fighting in Sicily, but now Holy Roman, while we're in the North African front, but have you finished fighting Sicily yet? No, you have not. And you destroyed the defenders of Sicily. Matter of fact, where's even their army? Oh, you're up there. Oh, sheesh. Okay, I think here's what we're gonna do. Since we want to be committed to defending our allies, we're gonna split our armies into two. One's going down to Africa, and the other is gonna go to Sicily. Through there. Or head to Ohrid and we'll figure out the rest, so we'll be splitting the two army groups, so we won't send that much of an expedition. But Benghazi, you'll watch for it. Doesn't seem like they're sieging the area. They're still trying to get themselves moving. Probably they're worried about their home territories now. If it remains true. Alright, I've made a breakthrough in my studies. Yes, it cannot be otherwise. The earth is round and it revolves around the sun. How little we know of the universe. I've already annoyed the religious authorities enough, so I will continue my studies in secret, just for more learning. I'm a scholar, as I had attended. You again? Well, back to prison, and get a few coins off of you. Yep, they did had a few more of them. Seems no other Christian power wants to protect Sicily. You ungrateful people. Shattered retreat in neutral territory. Hurts the supply limit even more. The entire castle just shook, waking me from the dreamless slate that comes after preparatory laboratory work. Did I forget to properly lock the laboratory? Must really tighten up security, and there goes my ingredients. How many ingredients do I have exactly? One. Oh, just one now. Now I can't brew me a potion for this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'll be in the front line. Get me the two defenders. Boric and Hile. Which I don't know about his pronunciation. So we'll land here. And a retinue must return from Alexandria. I'm sure this is going to cause an alarm to the other guys over there. So we'll try to stand our ground. They never took the fort in Benghazi. So yeah, get back over here. As fast as you can. Well, the fleet must return to Zaghouan. So don't go over there. The Papal Army is there, and it's taking all that supply room for our troops. Again, you're sieging this... Oh, this area. I mean, what is... There's 10,000 of them. Yeah, we just need to get together for a bit before we switch you off to go on your own initiative. When a hot culture touched the open wound, I couldn't hold the scream back. I cursed the doctor, who only laughed, told me to take it easy and not pick on the wound. Why, Ayada? I'm wounded. My goodness, I have the flu, depressed, I'm wounded now. And I ain't gonna commit suicide. Hurry up and finish the laboratory so I can brew me a... I don't have the ingredients. Just my luck. Just my damn luck. I'm gonna die. And Yelena's gonna take over, which... she's fine in the military skill, but she's more aggressive and more sexual and cynical. But she will continue my legacy for the society. Oh, now they're besieging now. Again, our original intention was to take them and draw the enemies out. And we're already drawing there here. You know, stop right here. I know you can't take that area, but what if we lure them over here? And we'll move our armies to here. Oh, no. This is attended because they're still fighting over that tyranny of Baltimore. Unless we're going to be greedy and just avenge them. I might do just that. Bartolo, you celibate knight. Well, actually, finish this siege first and then attack. Make up your damn mind, will ya? So we're going to attack them because it's our way of showing payback. And no one is helping Sicily but me. And I'm sure soon they will be withdrawing to Castile. What is there? They shall have my support. Gotten that event a few times before. Oh, Yelena has improved her martial skill thanks to the Polish king. Up to 21. Good one. Matter of fact, where is Yelena? I just saw some. Is she? Oh, right. She leads that army over there. Well, if things get really out of hand down in Sicily, we have to move our army over here. Unless you want to use the navy to just transport the long way around. And we'll fight them there. As a matter of fact, I think we might do just that. Battle just started. Oh boy, would they intervene? What if we're being too greedy here? If it gets out of hand, then we gotta bring the cavalry over here. That's right. Crap. Okay, it's gonna get pretty hairy. They're gonna be here in close to a month. There, there's a long way around. Sorry, we're beating them back, but can we get rid of them before they arrive? Movement's locked, that means another battle will occur. And we're going to be there too. Okay, I had really antagonized that Grand Master, so we're bitter rivals now. Matter of fact, I think it would be better just to keep antagonizing him, because if you antagonize him, then it's going to give him an excuse to duel against me. My father died of pneumonia. That means it's been led by his only half-brother son. Actually, he's got two. And he has another half-brother. So the Bosnian line is secure for them for now. Unless I really want to do that. Just land in Parnamos, wait for you to get the morale up, and work your way up. Got another one of their guys. Now back to your positions. Well, meanwhile, stay back. Because we need you to recover your losses. I think we'll have to disembark. What's the word? Just stand down the Navy. Can't think of better words. Should they ever come back. Okay, Yelena. Matter of fact, I think Vladislav, because we need to siege the area faster. Fatfellow will serve you, and Radenko's our flank. Well, he's a duelist, not just a defender. It'll be fine. Take Bordich with you. So now start working your way up. Even if you're going to have to take a straight crossing, so I gave you the armor and weapons, so don't die. Good luck. bastards. I mean, I really don't like it when they raid Zaghouan because it's a, one, prosperous county, and it's most defenseless, which we should really up the fortification these days. Okay, after you beat them in those two battles, then come back home. Okay, they finished their war. So, yeah, the papacy won. So, you know, work your way up and defeat these guys now. Prince Uwais. Is he their heir? One moment. Yes. He is there. If we can capture him, then that'll up the war score more. Capturing an heir to one's country will up your war score, definitely. Oh, they got together. And it's hilly terrain, so hopefully you're up to the task. And the Sicilians will be with you in shortly. You're in for a real challenge. The heir to their empire is there. Awesome advance sheepfold. And the Sicilians are here. They consolidate few of our losses, although few is an understatement. Alright, I've recovered from the flu, and I've got over my wounds. Which wasn't even a battle wound. Count Dionysius. Guess he was one of their commanders. Again, they're from Greece and Anatolia, those areas. That's still held by them. Oh, I think I know where they're going. And these guys aren't pretty happy about it. Okay, we've pushed them back. Get to your ships. Save Zaghouan. No, they're going to Tobruk. We don't got no fort in Tobruk. There's no strategic value there. Yep, time for a stupid move, a direct landing in Zaghouan. 4,000 strong army is going to Cyrenaica. Okay, wait for that movement to be locked. There it is. We'll get our other commanders over here. Bartolo, he's proven himself. He's a defender and a cavalry leader. And I'm aware that Yelena already has aggressive leader. Wait, who were the other commanders that were there? Bartolo, Boric, which he got heavy infantry leader during those two battles up in that part of the What do you call that part of the foot on the boot of Italy? Where the toes are, I don't know. So it's going to be a defensive battle, so you may want to bring the defensive people over here. Boric and Batalo. Guess I stay there too. We're only borrowing your commanders for a moment. Just save Zaghouan for us. Homeland calls for you. I'm sure soon after they go to Tobruk, they're going to make a turn to Cyrenaica. Cyrenaica, again. Correct the pronunciation. Wait a minute. They've stopped. False alarm. But I know that they're still going to Tobruk, this one army. Battle of Zaghouan is ongoing. Where the heck are they going? Oh, okay, the papacy will help the Sicilians. It's not an amphibious landing. It's a plains war now. Hope if you can beat them. If not, then I'll be disappointed in you, sister. We just saved them from being raided. Yeah, we just left our retinue out in the open. We're hoping for them to get on over here. Lure them over here. Good show. Just had to kick them out of there. Yeah, they're gonna have to retake the holdings. One would think we should be overconfident with Ermenberg. Our host declared conquest this summer. So apparently she's gone on to the business for herself. And she wants to conquer the Sinai area. Sheikdom of Sinai. So she's leaving us. She's in Verbosna. She put together a small army for herself. She goes on an adventure. Well, good luck with that. Thank you for serving in the Bosnian Army. Who do we got to replace now? Is there anyone with the organized trait? No, but the Greek giant is still around. It's one of the reserves that I have in mind, despite her escalating gigantism. So I guess you'll be part of that retinue now. So we're gonna need another organizer. Set the browsing filters. Any able-bodied men and women that is willing to join the court that is obviously of my religion group. Anyone with organizer, regardless of gender. I guess maybe him, but he's kind of a bit too old for my taste. I can get a spare one. another person in their 50s. Well, find me a organizer that is below in the 50s. Well, there's a holy warrior. That's useful. Ah, here it is. I'm inviting 3 people in. Again, just for backup. Let's say, should we really move to Tobruk? We got all these areas now. Benghazi's like if we were to have reinforcements, that means they can safely land instead of doing well, shore landings like we do when we go into enemy territory. Huh. A trans-Saharan trade route that Ragusa's got their trade post in there. So they make more money. At least one of their patrician families. This could be overconfidence on my part. Well, some also might say this could probably... No, play it safe. Land over here. Make it look like don't let them leave. We're not going to do another, amphibious assault. Too risky. Just wait for them to recover. Oh, incoming. 3 days their movement will be locked. Move in now. We'll be there on July 4th, and they're going to be there on July 3rd. Oh, right, we'll beat them to it. No, we're not. Just for 1 day, they're about to see, the first person they'll see is this Greek Amazon over here, a brawny giant. And then, here comes the rest of us. They can't turn around now. Yeah, your morale should be good enough, honestly. Even though you're going to go uphill. So 2 simultaneous battles will happen. There we go. And get out of that county as soon as you can. Because there isn't enough room for all of us. The Battle of Cyrenaica. I could have sworn I heard the enemy commander, Amir Ugdada II, is your Berber, with that name? Yes. He's barking orders, but as I search the desert, he's nowhere to be found. Finally informs me that he's been spotted, cowering in fear in the far back behind a dried-up tree trunk, most disgracefully behind his troops. Well, he's a court poet. Oh, we got ourselves a real fighter here. There you are, been itching for a fight. My marauder fit well in my hand, and meeting Ugdada's eyes, I saw they were full of apprehension. I moved suddenly and struck once, not need to strike again. Once it is done, I roar in victory. I cut off his leg with my axe. That'll teach him a lesson. Wherever they're going, I mean, I know they're going to Tobruk, they're probably going to go out of the country. For once, chase them down. Chase them down if you can. Just hold your position. Benghazi's like our North African base of operations. While the Sicilian front is... I mean, did you not... Oh, I don't think there was a battle. No, there was no big battle over here, but now these guys are here. And they have low morale. Let's meet them. Once again, Yelena taking calculated risks. Okay, how many commanders? 3. And then of course there's another 3. Number 7 yelling. I was thinking, okay, who's not leading troops at the moment? You know what? If Radislava ever gets herself into a battle, maybe she could pick up another. I was about to say, you bring the giant woman with you. Matter of fact, it's an all-female commanders now. Oh yeah, there is an organizer. So very well, you take the center. Yeah. As you are. Yeah, it'll probably be going all the way through... oh no, he's going down to Qatar. Possibly through there. Yeah, the Qatar Depression. I know that part. Can't stop ourselves. 46 ships. Hopefully it's not a significant force. But we're gonna beat them to it. Unless they turn back. Oh, bad timing, you guys. Yelena and the other women will get you. Oh, but they have the hills advantage. Uh-oh. I think we're in for a real strife. While they continue to give chase wherever they may be going. Yeah, we beat their battery morale army, but now here comes another 8,000. Nope, too late for that. And now we have the high ground. So bring it on. Papacy's intercepted them. Now we have to hold the high ground. By we, I mean my sister. Every time I say we, I feel like I'm in all battles. Strategist. If our commanders ever get killed, then consider you as one of the replacements. Oh, here's more of them. That's from over there, not the down here. Yep, they're still going. And a small detachment in Tobruk. I'm not charitable. Head to over there, they're going that way. Hussein Amir to... I think they finished their revolt. No, they have not. Apparently there are some Greeks. No, not really. I mean, I recognize Greek county names. No. It would not make sense for some of the Orthodox to join up in their wars. Like that. It doesn't make sense. Because they're all Orthodox and they can't do that. You know, where is Constantine? The county of Constantine. I think I've heard that from somewhere. That's what I was talking about. Okay, I understand. I get a little confused sometimes because of English or Greek sounding names. Yep, that's our job. One army to protect Sicily, another in North Africa to interdict with anyone that's out there. Guess we get a good view with both. Guess we'll have that battle in El Alamein. I guess with the amount of size, it would be considered a skirmish at El Alamein. Even though we're having a bad supply limit and not too many commanders. But Divna can handle it. Yeah, fighting other vassal troops it's fun. Not to mention it helps our commanders to get leadership traits, improve their skills, and prestige as well. It's for them to write home about. And Argentina has her throne back. Move over here. And guess what? You're going back to prison. And just take another 10 gold from you. Come on, fight me, Grandmaster. It's a wonder how I'm just basically giving my sister Yelena a lot of time for fighting, whereas not so much for me. And I'm still fresh off from the duel from earlier. But I'm still depressed. Can't brew me a potion, but I can perform some scrying. I want to know about battles to come. Since we know that front line so well, so how about over here? Oh. Is there anyone over there? Not really. Concentrate for a long time, staring into the water. I almost have time to doubt myself. I see it. Faint ripples, a shadow, and then two. It looks like a fire and a sword. Damnation, this is clearly a bad omen. It's a fearful vision. Okay, as the retinue moves in... Oh. Yeah, get back over there. Maybe we should move the army down to Ajdabaria. At least the papacy's helping, saying sorry to that little war from earlier. So yeah, go far. Go on recon, basically. And then come back over here. We may never know what's out there, so we will get a move on. We have to end this jihad. That's nothing. It's raiders again. Oh, you think we should fight it simply for the heck of it? Have you got your second? Nope. We just hope you get you a second leadership trait. See what else you can do. Alright, ladies, let's go kick their ass. Papacy's coming too. And they're going to be landing troops to reinforce. And by golly, they did, but I believe they contributed little. Did you get another leadership trait? No? How about you? No. One of these days, I hope you killed one of their commanders, but honestly, I think they would have told me, because I turned notifications on for those characters. As you were. I think we should bring Radislav over here. Speed things up. You take Bartolo with you. secrets of the world should lay bare to us. Find a hermetic text. Huh. All the way up to Einion? That's up in Karalea. I'll spend it. Captured another sheik. You're doing well, Divna. Now back to the original purpose, as a long-range desert group. Oh, Divine, pray tell me the operations of the stars. Blaz Lukaric. Serbian. Different this time. Different Serb. Blessed be his name. As soon as you're done, go kill these guys too. Just kill anyone that you see. You're on raiding operations now. Where is the papacy going? It's gonna fit everyone. Maybe they're all withdrawing. Maybe they might be going down to North Africa. Or somewhere. And it looks like they did take Castile, the Holy Roman Empire. So it looks like they're going home. You know, just in case if they do come long way around, instead of what they're supposed to do, and that's get a couple of ships in, take a trip down to North Africa, which, of course, don't give them any ideas. Just in case, go on this side, if they really think about going over there. Oh, you fought those guys down there again. Wali Sinbad of Benghazi. We already occupied the city, and he abandoned his city as we occupied it, and now we found him all the way over there in Gabis. Okay, now get back over here. Title loss of succession. What? Who is that? All the more reasons why we should get married. Yeah. As I said, once this war is over, we're going to switch to family focus and start, get married and have children right away. Or at least do it during. Soon hostilities will come to conclusion. Okay, fine, we'll move up. If we can beat this army, then we'll win the war. Hurry up and catch him. Uh-oh. I don't think there's a way to catch him, but we could try to move up. Got yourself in real trouble in Leptis Magna. Be patient. And yes, we're beating him back. Oh my goodness, so we are gonna... That can't be right. No, we're not gonna catch him. That's for those guys to be over there. Oh, shoot. And should we really move in and take those guys on? I mean, where are the Sicilians and where are the... Well, the papacy's on the move. Hold your ground. Heroic countercharge by Divna. She's got blood on her face. I guess she must have beat somebody in a duel, but it doesn't say. Unless we learn more. And wow, looks like you can hold your own. Once again, Divna and Hela capturing prisoners like nobody's business. I guess that Crusader armor I gave you saved you. Alright, stop here. Siege shirt. It's desert, but there's enough supply limits for all of us. Heck, if you can beat those guys, that means you can most definitely beat them over here. Oh, and you did capture another one. Look at you. You know what? Stand your ground here. Make them come. Fight me. I'm waiting. Found it. Something I thought I had suppressed is now finally subdued. It has risen inside me. Unchased thoughts begun to appear in my mind. I can't resist him. I really need to get over my depression. Go after him. It's just I'm still not sure about taking all of them on because not only they have more numbers than we do, and plus they have the hills. That's what I'm worried about. Make them fight on their terms. That's what we're gonna do. Again, killing their vassal troops is fun, but the real fight is up there. They've thrown most of their armies over there. How many holdings are in Sirte? Just take these three, and I think we'll consider sending some of ours. Dobrojev Rajkovic, the accursed. Oddly. That is an odd choice to have him blessed. They left. Oh, they're going to be reinforcing. This escalates things. Do not move to this area. They're probably going to hitch a ride on the boats. All the holdings are taken. We have to reunite. And you guys are going to have to stay over there. Just keep killing little troops as you like. We're going to have to support you now. So that'll be the end of our Libyan-Tunisian adventure. While the real important fight is going to be up there again. While you guys just continue to devastate, capture prisoners. Divna is having a field day. This young Slovenian girl is having a field day. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Land here. Make the troops go over there. Draw them here. And then, Marshal is dead. Vertical. You're the new Marshal. Only because all the good ones will remain as our commanders. We'll wait for the morale to go all the way up, then move in to recapture that area. They're gathering ships. That's what they were waiting on. They're waiting for their navy. Okay, we can see the movement of their army. I guess they're going to do reconnaissance and raids. That's what we're going to do. When we say raid, we don't mean raid holdings, but attack smaller numbers. But do not go after the big army. I think they finally took the bait of our original intention. That is to draw them out here so we can recover the Sicilian territories. Alright, move in. We'll be behind you. If they are no, they're not retaking holdings. They're still going down the coast. They're in Malta. Oh, smart of them. I mean, if we try, you know, a amphibious assault in an area, that would be suicide. Because Malta is an island, and there's only hills. Don't attack them. What's the matter with you? So just retake the holdings. And apparently, we can't get those raiders now. Yeah, that was my friend. Matter of fact, he's Orthodox. West Orthodox. I see. Uh-oh, they turned around. This jihad is longer than I thought. And why aren't any more of those Christian powers assisting us? And well, we do all the work. Matter of fact, I think this is going to be another two-parter of a war, much like the Great Conquest. Yeah, the Crusade was one thing, which was a blitzkrieg in itself, and now this is a pretty interesting conflict that we got ourselves into. But don't worry, we still have the money. And the reinforcements to boot. If we even go home for once. So we hope you see in the next episode to see hopefully the conclusion of this war, which how long has this been ongoing? For 3 years now. So we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.